This video is sponsored by Brooklinen. This is such a special 4-part series. I am making over my childhood home my parents bought 30 years ago. They've been living in England for the last decade and are finally moving back home, so I'm going to surprise them by making this the coziest, most stylish space ever. Oh, but I wish we knew what was coming for us.
Graham, are you all right?
Sorry, Mom and Dad. It's just not the vibe at all. I'm gonna show you guys the vision. Whoa! How cozy does this look, guys? I can't believe how this space looks. Just you wait. And by you, I mean you.
Oh my God!
Let's get started. We have finally made it to the last episode of the Making Over My Childhood Home series. You guys are not ready because at the end of this video, I am revealing the entire space to my parents, the entire home, room by room. And today I am tackling the guest bedroom. So here's what we did in previous episodes. I made over the entryway, the living room, the dining room, and now we are making over the middle bedroom. Fun fact, this used to be my nursery when I was a little baby. And now it is turning into a guest bedroom. The room was painted by J. Davis Painting. They really helped refresh this whole home by painting it Cloud White by Benjamin Moore and all of the trim simply white. Their attention to detail is just perfect. They gave me such a great base to work with. So because my parents come back and forth a lot, they need a comfortable guest bedroom to sleep in. And my mom mentioned that maybe I would be sleeping in this room. I was like, I live like 20 minutes down the road. I think she means for like holidays, like Christmas and stuff. But really the motive of making over this space is to make it comfy and cozy, play with color. By now, because we're, the 4th episode in, you know that my parents, like me, do not shy away from color. And my mom actually showed me this photo of a room that had a painted ceiling. She loves when color is used in an interesting way, whether that's like a door painted pink or a ton of different seat cushions like we did in the dining room. And for this space, I really want to lean into a cottage core vibe. I want to pull in elements from their British home in the countryside, but then I also want to layer in fun pops of color and just create a really eclectic space that feels different and unique. So here is what I'm thinking for the guest bedroom. Starting with the hero moment, I want to paint the ceiling and a tiny bit of the wall in this color called 36 Hours in Marrakesh by Backdrop Paint. It's a sophisticated pink, and I think this treatment on the wall is going to be so fun. It's bold, it's daring, but this is a guest bedroom after all, so I feel like I have a little bit more room to experiment and just have fun. I really want to play and mix and match with pattern here, and that includes these beautiful benches and this rug. Very different patterns, but they really work well together because we're weaving in lots of similar tones, but I love how the rug is vintage and the benches are more boho. I also want to thrift a green dresser, something similar to this one. Again, pulling out the tones from the rug to make it feel cohesive. I also want to add a really big mirror on the wall, something decorative, but again, playing with texture, doing something that is very unexpected. And my hope is that when the space comes together, it's going to feel very intentional, but totally eclectic and unique at the same time. I'm gonna go really simple with the bed. Get an IKEA frame that's budget friendly, but then layer on tons of cozy textiles and quilts from Brooklinen. I'm so excited to be working with Brooklinen again because I use their sheets and towels in my own home, and I've done so for years. Quality bedding is so important to me and helps you sleep well, which is so important for self-care. Having the perfect comfy space to wind down at the end of the day is a must for me, especially when it comes to a guest bedroom. I want my guests to be comfy, which is why I love Brooklinen in my home and using it in makeovers. You can see that their website has over 100,000 plus 5-star reviews, more than any other online bedding company. They have 20 plus colors and patterns to choose from and to mix and match. Brooklinen kindly sent me their linen hardcore bundle, which includes a duvet cover, core sheet set, and extra pillowcases. The linen is 100% linen, made in Portugal, and it is their lightest, most breathable fabric. They also sent their down pillows and comforters and this beautiful caramel colored lightweight quilt. Right now, Brooklinen is having their Memorial Day sale, and all Brooklinen items are 20% off until May 31st. It's the biggest sale of the year, so it's the perfect time to try out Brooklinen or stock up on your favorites.
It is Monday. We're nearing the end of this whole home makeover, and I'm really excited to tackle the last space. So as you guys know, the kind of hero DIY is the paint on the ceiling and half the walls. So we're gonna start with that today. It is so echoey in here, I'm sorry.
I'm an idiot!
We're gonna set up to start painting and tackle that today. So we've got the laser level up, and I wanted to mention that if you want to do this painted half wall, this laser level is crucial because you obviously want to make sure the line is level and straight on all walls. And if you measure, it's not going to be exact. The walls aren't straight, so we're going to link this laser level below. It's going to make it so easy. So Graham's just going to adjust it. I'm going to figure out where I want the paint to end. We also put the laser level on a tripod so we can move it up and down to see where we want the paint to start. Oh, nice. To add to our collection of 60,000?
Well, I broke yours on the sketch last week.
Drops.
So I'm gonna give you my old one. It's like an opposite one. You pull it out and it stays. You press the button
Oh.
rather than like having to lock it. Yeah, it's audible. You want it like almost like 1/3.
Yes.
So that's pretty much 8 feet. 1/3 of 8 feet.
32. Oh! Feels a bit low. Can we go like here?
It intersects both windows nicely.
Yeah, I also really want to make sure we're painting parts of the trim because I think that'll look really cool. And we're gonna paint the back of the door too. Anywhere where the line hits and above,
Right.
pink. The color is 36 Hours in Marrakesh. I feel like my mom will appreciate that color name, but also this is the color in the studio, and it's a very fun but sophisticated pink, I would say. Grown-up pink, but fun.
Graham and I are putting painter's tape down on all the walls, the trim, the windows, and this is such an important step. I am someone who just loves to rush through things. I just want to see it finished because it's exciting for me. But as we were painstakingly taping this whole room off, I was like, this is so important, and it's not gonna look good if you don't take the time to prep. Next, we are sealing the tape with the same color wall paint, and this is going to give us a really crisp line. I've shown you guys this trick a few times, but basically you're just creating a seal to ensure that the pink paint or whatever paint you're painting on your accent wall doesn't bleed through the tape. I cover this all with like a whole diagram in my book, Own Your Space. Does anyone want to toss me a copy? Throw it! Don't throw it, but throw it! In my debut coffee table book, Own Your Space, which is out now. I've always wanted to be an author that has sticky notes in their book. Doesn't that feel very official?
I think just the book in general.
I am repeating this on all the tape in the room and letting it dry before we go in with pink paint. This is important. You want to let it dry before you go in with your other color. Now that it's time to paint, Graham and I are tackling this as we normally do as a team. Graham is painting the molding and the trim, and I'm going in with the roller starting on the ceiling. Rolling a ceiling is hard work, but went way faster than I anticipated.
Okay, whoa. This is bold. It's so fun. Yeah, you gotta love this color, I think. Or like any color if you're gonna paint the ceiling. It's a big change.
Now I'm going in and painting the wall up until that painter's tape line. Going in with a second coat. We only need 2 coats of this paint. I love backdrop paint, it's so good. And the coverage was perfect.
No. Well.
moving on to a really fun DIY. So originally we found these curtains on CB2. They're $99 for one panel. Can you believe that? 2 panels, $200. You can't just buy one panel. So Alana was like, absolutely no problem. She came up with this really fun DIY that we are tackling right now. To do this DIY, we have our curtain panel from IKEA, a fabric punch, and velvet ribbon in a few colors. We got this velvet ribbon on Amazon. I'll link it down below. It was really inexpensive, but you could also go to your local craft store and use any kind of ribbon that you want. So the first step is punching holes in the curtain. I am using the existing curtain loops as a guide, punching holes across the top of the curtain. Next, I'm grabbing my curtain rod and lining it up to the curtain panel. For the next step, we are cutting our ribbon. You could do any size that you want. For our bows, we're doing ribbon that is 2 feet long. Next up, I am just tying bows with the ribbon one by one onto the curtain rod directly. I am double knotting the bows so it stays in place. I'm gonna be repeating this entire process on the second panel. This was such an easy DIY and I cannot wait to see these in the bedroom. Finishing off the day by building the bed. This is the IKEA Tarva bed. It is so great for a guest room because it is very inexpensive. You can paint it, you can stain it, you can leave it as is, as we're doing. We removed the headboard because we are making way for a custom headboard. So there's like endless possibilities for this bed, is basically what I'm trying to say.
We are wrapping up the day. Paint looks amazing. Can't wait to get this finished tomorrow. See you guys then. Hi guys, it's the next day. This room looks so cool. I can't wait to peel the tape off and reveal the crispiest line ever. The bed is built. The first thing I'm gonna do is bring the mattress in so it's out of the way, and then we're gonna start the makeover. Nice. Nice. The fun time has come. We are gonna pull off the tape and hopefully reveal a crisp line. I was so confident 2 seconds ago. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be the crispiest line ever, but now I'm like, is it gonna be? This is so crispy. Like deep fried, like tempura, you know? Crispy. This looks so, so cool. Whoa, so good. Okay, let's move on to the headboard. We're gonna do touch-ups in a bit. There's not a ton, which is very impressive. But yeah, let's get the headboard up. This headboard's really cool. It comes with straps, and we're literally gonna hang the headboard on the wall.
That's 93.5.
93 minus 40.
93.5 minus 47.
7 is
Drum roll.
is
46.5
I knew that. 46.5. I was just testing.
divided by 2.
Divided by 2 is
23.25.
okay. That's solid. I'm gonna move to the next one. Graham, do you want to help me? Wow. That is so cool. I love it. Now I've also hung it a bit higher to make the bed feel taller, and I'm gonna stack pillows as well, so that'll cover the gap, but I love it. Now it is time for a rug. I am adding this rug from Plush Rugs. I love its vintage feel. We are mixing and matching styles in here, as I mentioned, to make it feel really eclectic. I love how this rug feels vintage inspired. You could probably find it in an old cottage somewhere. In theory, eclectic design is all about bringing random design pieces together, design pieces from different styles, but you wanna make it look cohesive. And some of the best eclectic spaces have that kind of through line of similar colors. In this space, we're going with hits of green and pink and black, and this rug includes all of those colors in one place. So obviously we've reached the rug conundrum of the hour. You guys probably saw in the last clip that it was too wide for the room. And now I've put it vertically. Normally I would despise this, but I actually think it works. It does clear the vent. It's now farther up the bed, which is great because you want it at least a third under the bed. Maybe because the room is really long and narrow, so the rug kind of complements that configuration, that shape. You guys know I hate breaking rug rules, but today we're doing it. I don't know. If we're going by the book, I I now say that. I would normally advise that you go wider with your rug. Alana came to me in the office and said, I found these side tables. And I was like, I am obsessed. These are just so fun. They're quirky. They're so my mom's style. Like, this is my mom in a side table, which sounds really weird. We're just going with like the floral, leaning into it. They're so cute. These are from Little Anana, and they're just flippin' adorable. And I'm gonna link them down below. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't get over it. Can't get over it. Look at them. What the heck? So we've brought in the whimsy, and we're bringing it back to the vintage cottagecore style with this thrifted gallery wall. We thrifted all of these frames at Value Village, and my favorite trick in the book, we bought downloadable art, printed it out. It looks like a painting. I think we paid like $5 for the file, printed it at our local printing place, and we have a very inexpensive gallery wall. I also love that we're mixing and matching styles. So we've got the vintage rugs, which ties in really well to this eclectic vintage style gallery wall, the whimsical side tables, the whimsical pink, whimsical cottagecore. I like it. I am playing with the configuration of prints before we hang them. I want to see what looks the best. Again, we're going like organic, laid back, eclectic style gallery wall, but one that looks intentional at the same time. Graham asked me why the picture was upside down, but I'm like, no, this is the right setup because it's a swan. But he has since told me that it's actually a woman reading a book.
Yeah, flip it the right way.
I don't see it.
What? Because it's
Reading a
upside
book. Oh, a woman reading a book.
down.
Yep.
Like it's unmistakable.
I didn't see it when I thought it was a swan this way.
But like, the swan's next.
They're long.
Where do
You know what I
see
see?
a swan?
You know what I see?
Oh, I see the swan's head now.
I do too, actually.
This is the river and the falls with the mist coming up.
Wow, that's really beautiful.
Don't you see that?
Yeah, I totally see that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so many things.
Here's my plan for the gallery wall. For prints, I want them centered above the headboard, and I really want to break up this line. So I want to have some of the prints overlapping on the line. We're going to make sure that there's an even distance between each frame to keep it feeling cohesive, but it's still going to be an eclectic gallery wall because we have all different frames, different sizes, and different prints in them.
And because we want this to be dead center above the bed, it's kind of hard to find out like the individual placements of everything. So instead, you kind of hang it like you're hanging one picture. So you make a box, you find like the max width.
It's actually such a good tip.
So go from here to here,
36.
36. So we know that 36 divided by 2, that's going to be your center line.
Okay.
And then same goes with the height. So you just find like the max height, and then you get your other center line, roughly
33.
33. So 33 divided by 2, and then you just kind of measure everything off that point.
That is so cool. I just throw it up based on vibes. I'm like, that looks good there, that looks good. But Graham's like, no, let's be precise. Yeah, no, I love this. Oh my God, that's stunning. Guys, holy Toledo. I am hanging the prints in the gallery wall. These look so good. So I wanted to pick out the green from the rug and then the prints and weave that through in the dresser. I wanted all the greens to kind of pop. So I thrifted this piece on Facebook Marketplace. Normally I would be like, let's give this piece an overhaul, but this one was in pristine condition. It was so inexpensive and I think it just looks so great on this wall. I feel like you just always need a dresser in a guest bedroom. There's a whole closet as well, but sometimes it's nice just to, you know, put stuff in a drawer. I'm gonna hang a mirror on this wall. It's gonna make the room feel bigger, but also be functional when there's guests in here. I feel like some of you are gonna be like, why did you pick this style of mirror? I want this design to feel, and this space to feel eclectic. This mirror feels new. It does not feel old and cottagey and vintage, and that's what we're going for here. We want to mix multiple different styles, but then bring in all these similarities with texture and color and pattern.
There's my light.
You can see my light. See my light.
Here it is.
Now it's time to make this bed super cozy with that Brooklinen bedding. I love this stripes. I love the linen. It's relaxed, it's eclectic. We're juxtaposing patterns. It just feels so good in here. I'm adding a quilt at the end of the bed for extra comfort. Next, I'm bringing in 2 benches for the end of the bed. I just heard someone off camera say, wow. as I place the benches, so I feel like this is a good sign. People can move these around, they can put luggage on them, throw their clothes at the end of the day. They're just really functional, but also look beautiful. Again, I wanted to stress we are mixing and matching patterns, but the similarity is that we're working within stripes. So the color and the pattern of the stripes is different, but there's still a commonality between both, which makes it feel intentional. Now I'm hanging the curtains that we DIY'd yesterday. How cute are these little bows? I want these in my house. I need these in my bedroom. And finally, changing out the vent for one that matches all the spaces downstairs. This one's from Cool Grills. Really, truly, it's these simple changes that sometimes have the biggest impact. You may remember we used this wall sconce in Serena and Joe's apartment. We had an extra one for some reason, I can't remember why, but we ordered 3 and it's been sitting in the studio and I think it works so well in here. So I'm gonna put a light bulb in. Cute. And now it is time for the finishing touches. Adding these gorgeous lamps from HomeSense to each side table. I am obsessed with HomeSense's light finds. These are so good. Adding throw cushions to the bed. Adding this vase to the windowsill. Styling the dresser with some framed photos and a basket. I can't believe it, but we're at the end of this series. It is time to reveal this space to my parents. My mom specifically didn't see any of the things my dad and I did in the reno. She hasn't seen any of the furniture pieces. She really has no idea what I've done, and neither does my dad. He left it kind of when it was like in the middle of a major reno. So it truly is a surprise, and let's bring them in. Okay, Mom, before you
open my eyes
No,
yet.
no, don't open them, but walk me through what the space looked like before.
Lackluster, and it was dark, and it was
The couch, the jean couch.
yeah, which I loved and has fond memories. But
It was old.
It had to go.
It had seen its day.
I know.
Okay, on the count of 3, I want you
I
I want you to both open your eyes, okay?
No!
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! Wow!
Oh wow!
Holy mackerel! What a gorgeous!
Oh, Alexandra, it's unbelievable!
I really like the door. Look at the door, Jen. That's not been painted for 40 years.
Oh my God! And the carpet!
I
Oh
know.
my God!
Right? Super.
You're crying! I asked for the tears and you're crying!
Very, very well
I
done, darling.
can't believe it!
I like
Oh
the
my
ledge.
God!
Really,
Absolutely
really nice.
stunning!
Oh, sweetie, you've outdone yourself.
Making me
You
cry.
really have, and that shelf, I would never have thought to put something like that.
Oh,
but
look at
it's-
this great switch. Look
yeah,
at this.
Graham-
Look
Graham's
at this.
gonna be
oh,
so
yeah.
happy with
he knew exactly. Look at that.
Oh, this is absolutely
Super wonderful.
unbelievable. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely
great.
unbelievable. She's got the little
scallops.
scalloped edges like those. Oh! I wasn't expecting to see a light there, but I love it.
You made me like teary-eyed because I can tell you really like it.
I really, really, really like it.
Makes me so
but not only
happy.
that, it looks like a totally brand new space. It
Yeah.
looks lighter, it looks brighter, it looks modern and fresh.
Yeah.
I'm blown away at how different it looks.
Are you ready to see upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the count of 3,
Yeah.
open your eyes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Holy mackerel! Oh, I like the 2 strips, sweetie. That's amazing.
Oh,
Look
wow. It
It is amazing.
unbelievable.
I love the bed.
I love the tables. Oh my gosh. I like how you've done the pictures. Like, I wouldn't have done that because I wouldn't have thought to do that.
That's why you have Alexandra.
Yeah, no, I know.
No,
Exactly.
it's true.
A headboard. I've always wanted a leather headboard.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It feels a nice long room.
Wow. I love your detail. It's not
Okay,
just
yeah,
one
yeah.
color,
Very nice. Very nice.
multicolored.
I
Wow,
like the
look at
grouping
the
of paint.
light. It is, oh,
that's a real-
Alexandra. I absolutely love it, thank you.
Love it. Thanks again to Brooklinen for sponsoring this video. Shop Brooklinen's biggest sale of the year and get 20% off your order by clicking my link below. This series has been so incredible. Thank you so much for tuning in every Saturday in May. Let me know in the comments down below which episode you loved the best, if you've enjoyed this series, what you want to see me tackle next when it comes to a bigger project. As always, you guys, thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Tell me about this mirror then. How
Oh,
is
wow.
it puffy like that? Is it paper mache
it's,
or what is it?
That foam.
Oh, polyurethane.
Maybe.
Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous.
That's spray foam.
It is absolutely
not
gorgeous.
not just for insulation.
Do you know
not
what?
Just for
I
insulation.
think this could be our. What is it? This is going to be a guest room, but I think this is going to be our room.
I love you. You're so clever. Thank you. I love you.
I love doing this for you both. It makes me so happy. It makes me
You're
cry.
so clever. It looks
Oh.
stunning.
Okay, great. That's a
Super.
wrap. Woo!
Well done.
Amazing.
Well done.
Amazing, guys.
Really, really nice.